I really want to get into. Can you explain it to me? Because I was like, I don't quite understand what is happening here.
So I started researching this character that Charles Dance played. And so he's the master vampire. They said Caligula, the evil ancient vampire from the days of the Roman Empire, who gives Vlad his vampiric nature and powers. From my notes that I read, he was tricked into being in there. So like I don't know, a little jester or something cheeky, a little demon tricked him in his quest for power.
I didn't understand how he would be released, because it was like he could be released when he turns someone else into a vampire, and that person accepts it.
Yeah, and then because then the devil gets him, and that's like a sacrifice. So he had to sacrifice someone strong to get out.
Okay, so are we saying that he was a vampire before he went into the cave, or was he was turned into a vampire in the cave?
I think he was a vampire who got tricked.
Okay,
because they never answer. I don't think
makes more sense.
I don't know if there's no right answer here. I don't think, because they never say it in the movie.
Yeah. I was completely confused, because I was like, does this mean that? Because for a while I thought that he was tricked into becoming a vampire and gaining all this power, but he couldn't leave the cave. And to leave the cave, he had to give his powers to someone else. But obviously that didn't work, because there's two vampires. So maybe it's more like he had to have the devil take someone else's soul. I don't know. Just did not understand how it functioned.
Yeah, I think so. Once he bit into it, he gave himself over as a sacrifice, and then that demon got his sacrifice as like an evil soul, a soul turned, and then that allowed him to leave. But he had to wait for that guy to. Yeah. That's the way I saw it. There's no right answer, right? But it just seems like he was tricked.
There's no right answer.
It seems like he was tricked.
I mean, it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, I like the concept. I just didn't understand it.
Why did he kill everybody though? Why did he have to wait for one soul?
I feel like what the undercurrent of that was, like, he had to find someone who was strong enough to become Dracula. And I feel like they didn't hit on this, but it was like maybe in the background, is that becoming like Dracula will probably get killed or drive you crazy or wouldn't take. And that's probably in their script. You know what I mean? It's like there's a downside to becoming Dracula. Like, you have to fight through it. He was looking for someone really strong, because it didn't quite make sense that they're going, well, he could have just picked anyone, is what I'm trying to say. Like, hey, you want to be Dracula? I'm going to bite you. Then you can leave and I get out. But he was waiting for someone who was super powerful.
Yeah. And then I bet you, though, that demon would have been like,
You imagine that discussion?
Nah.
Like Master Vampire's like, this guy could bench press like 190.
What about him? Nah. I've given you like 300. Nah. What do you want from me? I've been in here for an eternity. How do I know? Yeah, do better. Do better. And I love at the end, though, how he turns everybody and then he just opens up the sun and blows everybody up. It's kind of, I didn't see that coming. I thought there was going to be a vampire army.
Oh, that would have been really cool. So this is the last question I have before we can get into the draft, Mark.
Yeah.
Like, what's like the worst curse you can think of that comes with an upside? So like, you wish to be strong, but like, and because of that, you end up trapped in a cave. Like, what's the something you can think of like that?
Okay, so you're all powerful. You could pull clouds over the earth. You can daywalk, but you're in a cave forever.
Well, that's what you think?
No, so what you're saying is you're the most powerful human being on the planet, but you're stuck in a cave. So there's an upside and a downside.
Yeah, it's a upside and downside. You run into this demon, and you're like, I want this upside, and then he's like, you can have it, but it comes with this downside, and he doesn't tell you about it.
You're the world's greatest dancer. Mm-hmm. They can only do it underwater. I don't know why I thought about that. I felt right.
We've seen that movie. It's called Bloodshot.
Yes. So I could become a synchronized swimmer. But when I'm out at the club, everyone's like, man, you got moves in the water. What about out here? And I'm real wooden. I can't dance. I'm like, it's just the water.
It's not wet enough.
Yeah.
I'm not lubed up enough.
Let's go to a lazy river and dance.
What I came up with was like asking the demon to be able to fly, and he's like, sure, but only 2 inches off the ground. Boom. And not even good enough to get up the steps. You're just like, I guess I'm flying.
You have a hoverboard? Or I want to jump wherever I want in the world. Okay, well, when you do it, you lose a tooth.
How am I going to eat? Well, you're a vampire, so you use a straw.
Which tooth am I gonna lose? Depends.
The front, it's always the front one, right?
Yeah. So that'd be bad. You could jump anywhere in the planet, man. Or you like have the power of. Let's see. I like the swimming one. I don't think we can top that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's great.
Flying 2 inches high.
It's just so useless. It's like such.
I want to be invisible, but you can only be invisible when you're wearing clothes, but everyone can see your clothes.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, like that's like a great bad curse.
And put on socks. You have no feet. Like, ah! No, wait. People see the socks. That's so weird. I don't understand.
Well, no, it's you become invisible when you put clothes on.
Yeah, there it is. I can see those socks. Oh, man.
All right, it's time to write a script. This is it. Like, we got it, Mark. We found our script.
That's a funny idea. There's a guy running, like, some guy broke in last night. It was like, that would shake the entirety of the earth right there. Man, I love it. All right, so that's, I don't know. I still like the dancing underwater.
It's really good. It's really good.
Bloodshot's the best, by the way. I love that movie. We clean the house every other weekend, and I put it on the one weekend while cleaning, just to background it. And instead of sweeping the floor, I was just staring at the screen, smiling. And it's legit, just smiling at the screen. I was like, I need to clean this house.
When we do our movies, Mark, one thing we always talk about is like anything that has a unique something in it. We're like, done. We love this.
Yeah.
And Bloodshot is the flower fight.
Flower fight. Just give me something new, right? Give me something new. I'll take it. Just give it to me. I want it. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. I like these. I like flying 2 feet from the air. I'm swimming underwater. No, any water you're touching, I guess. See, my dance floor, I'd have to get married in a waterfall or something and have the reception there. Oh, brother.
It's such a good idea.
I like that one. Oh, man. I might have to write that in the notes for this one. That one's too good to waste. All right. So, you want to do this draft, one against many?
Yes, I'm excited for it.
All right. I'll give you the first pick. Who do you want?
Okay, so I think this is a tier 1 pick. S level, Lord of the Rings, Aragorn at the end of it when he is just murdering the Orakai, I believe.
Oh, yeah, in Fellowship of the Ring?
Yeah, he just goes ham. It's just like, it's like 60 dudes. He's just cutting their arms off.
Oh, I love it. And then, yeah, because he's pissed off about Boromir. Oh, no, when he walks right into him and just starts laying him out. You know, I had Boromir in my notes here, too. I won't use that one. But, yeah, when he just, doesn't he do, like, put the sword in front of his face and then walks around a corner at, like, 80 of them and just starts wiping them out?
Yeah, when he tells them to run.
Oh, yeah. I was working in a theater when that came out, and I would sneak in there all the time. Oh, that's a fun one. Aragorn Fellowship. That's tier 1. That is tier 1. And I'm going to keep mine a little funkier. I have, like, I know we were talking about this. You have First Strike with Jackie Chan. You have Fist of Fury, those Fist of Legends. I love all those, but I'm going to keep mine funkier. So just giving you a heads up. But my first one's The Villainess. I don't know if you've seen it. So it's on Hulu. It's a South Korean film where there's this villainess, and in the beginning it's a first person thing where she wipes out about 200 henchmen by herself. And she just goes into this place, but they're all levels. So you have these scientist guys, jacket guys, MMA guys, and it's brutal. It's in first person. They didn't have any budget, so all the stuntmen in Korea worked on it. And it's just this badass fight scene, and it's on Hulu right now. So if you're curious to watch that, that's my first pick, is the Villainess.
That reminds me of the final scene in Hardcore Henry. Yeah, I'm not picking that one, but that's a great idea. I think my number 2 is going to be Blade, the rave scene, because technically he just murders the entire room.
Yeah, they have nothing for him. Nothing. He just wipes them out. Oh man, and that's such an iconic moment. Is just the blood pouring down. I did the math on that, how much blood supposedly came out. That was kind of fun. But yeah, just they wrote Blood Rave on the thing, the iconic visuals. That's a good fight. And I like what I love most about that fight scene is you bring the human in to see the world, which is always a smart move, screenwriting 101. But they're acting like these big bullies and they're terrifying him. He's frightened out of his mind. He's going to die. And then they see Blade and they're like, oh man. So I love that dichotomy of tough guys and then they meet the real tough guy and then they're like, ooh. So yeah, that's perfect. All right, mine. Oh, okay. I had one. Where'd it go? This is a weird one. I'm picking some weird ones, man, but I'm going to take because we talked about her in The Mummy, I'm going to take Sofia Boutella from Hotel Artemis, where she fights these guys in a hallway and she's like, don't cross my line. And it's just her beating up henchmen. And it's just Sofia Boutella. I mean, we don't get to, villainess and this, but I just love, I don't know, she's like, don't cross my line. And it's just Sofia Boutella wrecking dudes in a kind of a decent movie. But I don't know, she was outnumbered. Don't cross my line. It's a good gag for a fight. And she crushes people. So I did that one.
Okay. Feel free to veto this one. I went back and forth on it, but I want to get your opinion on it. Equilibrium.
Oh, yeah. Of course, at the end?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's perfect.
He's just bang, 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 bang.
Murders. So I love the progression of it, too. He has the hallway fight with the gunman, right? And then he kills the gunman. And then he dispatches Taye Diggs like nothing. And then he has the gun fu fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that word. I shouldn't say that word. Then he has the gunfight with that guy, like real close gun work. I dig it. That's perfect.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. It's one I wonder if it holds up. Probably does.
We covered it on Final Fights, and it's a lot of fun. I think it holds up. Low budget. They did what they could. Something different. I love. So a lot of people are mad that Taye Diggs got killed so easily, but he just had scheduling problems, so he just sliced his face off. I love that. I love that behind the scenes stuff. All right. So I gotta take one. I don't like taking. Okay, I'm gonna go Rama from the Raid 2, the bathroom fight that leads into the mud pit fight. The Raid films are some of my favorite action films. They're my top 5 action films ever, both of them, and they are just beautiful ballets of blood. And there's a bathroom fight where he fights a bunch of dudes in a bathroom, and I'm telling you, I'm watching this bathroom fight, and the Uruk-hai, I didn't feel bad for him when Aragorn was killing him. In Sofia Boutella's fight, I didn't feel bad for him. In the Villainess, I didn't really feel bad for the guys. But in this Raid fight, I felt bad for the guys attacking Rama. Because he's just breaking their wrists, breaking their elbows, breaking their kneecaps. Just slow death. I was like, you guys are going to get hurt. You guys got to stop. This is not smart. Just let him be. And so I'm going to take Rama from Raid 2 as my third.
All right, that's good. I have some bangers, and I do not know which one to pick, but I feel like I would be doing a disservice unless I didn't pick this movie. The Bride from Kill Bill.
Oh yeah, you
versus
got
the
to.
Crazy 88s. That's like, sure, maybe would have been my number one.
It's epic. It's beautiful. You can't. It's the one and first many. I mean, there's more, but just the bloodletting and the blood splurts and the way they set up the Crazy 88s. I love their look. It's just violent and beautiful, and it's layered too. It's not just one fight. It's all over the place. I dig it. It's good. It's really good. So I sorry I keep talking about the fights you pick, man. Am I talking over your picks?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Does this count when Ernest starts fighting the trolls before all the townsfolk get there?
Huh. Is he alone?
Nah, not for that long, so I won't do that. You know what? People are going to lose their minds if I don't pick this, so I'm going to say Old Boy, the hallway fight, the hammer fight, one take. You got to do it.
Yeah, that's really good.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, who's your...
I have a lot
me too.
left.
Me too.
This is hard. I'm going to throw some out there just to get your opinion, because I feel like this is more difficult than normal. People would probably hate this, but there's the Matrix Reloaded Neo versus Agent Smiths. People either hate it or love it. There's no in between. Yeah. I think the animation doesn't hold up particularly well, but it's an interesting fight. Mm-hmm. Captain America, the elevator scene.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Excellent. That's excellent.
That's
a banger. And then I was thinking maybe John Wick in the club.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, basically those whole movies are just him versus everyone.
Or in the second one with the car, then the shooting in the warehouse.
Yeah. My heart wants me to say John Wick. I don't know.
I don't know John Wick. John Wick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with John Wick.
All right. So I'm going to let you pick my final one because I can't do it. So in The Protector, there's an actor called Tony Jaa who's also in a movie called Ong Bak, which has some amazing one versus many. Holy crap, I didn't pick that.
The second one, that second fight on the Ong Bak when like it's 40 minutes of him fighting an army on top of the pyramid?
Yes, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to either say The Protector one take fight where he runs around the staircase up and it's one take. And he's throwing people off buildings. Beautiful. Tony Jaa is my hero. Or the Transporter oil fight where Jason Statham gets all slicked up in oil and he's squeezing around and squishing around and fighting all these people. I mean, that's what made him famous, I think. That movie made him famous as an action star. And people love that fight. So what am I taking, The Protector or Transporter?
That is an incredibly difficult question because I was thinking about doing the